Well, this morning we are helping you fight the fat. ABC 15 focusing on your child's health. This morning we're discussing the relationship between obesity and asthma. And joining us this morning is Tracy Arney with Cardin Children's Medical Center. What is the relationship between the two?
About 70 to 80% of obese people are thought to be having asthma, and that's a lot of their problem with their exercise. They aren't able to exercise because they aren't able to breathe well. And so a lot of those kids that are really heavy that do have asthma, they limit their activity. They tend to be the couch potatoes. They tend to watch TV. They tend to play video games versus being out there playing soccer.
So it's not a case of just being lazy. It's difficult to exercise for them because it's not controlled.
Absolutely. What happens with asthma is something has to trigger it. And so exercise, catching a cold, allergy trigger that to change the airway so that that airway actually gets smaller. So instead of breathing through a garden hose, we're breathing through a straw. Oh. So we have symptoms of coughing, wheezing, chest tightness, shortness of breath, all of those things that are not fun when you're running and playing, so you tend to not do that.
So those are the symptoms, but they are relatively easy to be controlled. And let's talk about some of the medications available.
There's two different classes. There is the quick relief agents that are usually in inhalers as well as in nebulizers.
Okay, so this is the inhaler right here that I'm sure many of you have seen. If you don't have asthma yourself, I'm sure you know someone who does.
Those quick relief agents go and relax that breathing tube muscle and open it up for 4 hours. So a lot of exercise-induced asthma, we say, why don't you use that albuterol, a couple puffs about 20 minutes before you exercise. I prefer to use spacers. It just is a better delivery. And that way, even though you are running in the grass, even though you are being triggered, you tend to have a lot less symptoms if you do it.
All right, Tracy, thank you so much for joining us this morning and shedding light on this issue. And you can find Tracy's blog on our website, abc15.com.